Let me be very clear about something before we begin. This is not a motivational video. This is not about positive thinking, pumping yourself up, or just believing harder. What we're about to explore is rooted in quantum physics, in the actual mechanics of how reality forms, collapses, and responds to consciousness. What if I told you that right now, as you're watching this, there are infinite versions of your life humming at frequencies just beyond your perception? And the only thing determining which one you experience isn't luck, isn't fate, isn't even your circumstances. It's your signal. Stay with me. This is going to change everything. You are living inside a timeline. But here's what most people never realize. It's not the only one available to you. All around you right now, infinite versions of reality are vibrating just out of sight, just out of reach. Each one waiting to be collapsed into your experience. This isn't spiritual poetry. In quantum physics, this is called superposition. Particles exist in all possible states simultaneously until they're observed. You, as a conscious being, are no different. And yet, people remain locked inside a single loop, living out the same patterns, getting the same results, feeling the same frustrations, wondering desperately why nothing changes even though they want more so badly they can taste it. Let's shatter something here. You are not stuck because of fate. You are not stuck because of destiny. You are not stuck because of bad luck or because the universe has it out for you. You are stuck because your entire system, your mind, your body, your emotions, your frequency is still attuned to the old timeline. Think of yourself as a radio. Right now, you're tuned to a specific station. That station is playing a specific song, your current reality. But there are thousands of other stations broadcasting simultaneously. The wealthy you, the loved you, the healthy you, the powerful you, they're all playing right now. You just can't hear them because you haven't changed the dial. You cannot break free by wishing for it. You cannot escape by forcing it. And you absolutely cannot trick the quantum field by pretending. The field doesn't respond to performance. It responds to signal. Let's get scientific for a moment because this matters. The quantum field is not a metaphor. It's not something spiritual teachers invented to sound mystical. It's the invisible energy matrix that connects all of reality. Throughout history, it's been called many names: the ether, the unified field, the zero-point field. But modern physics has confirmed its existence. Here's what you need to understand. Everything you see, touch, feel, and think is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Every atom, every photon, every thought. It's all an excitation in this unified field, all connected across what you could think of as a cosmic super mainframe of information. This is why Nikola Tesla famously said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. He wasn't being poetic, he was being literal. The quantum field holds every possibility: success and failure, abundance and lack, love and isolation, health and disease. All of it exists simultaneously in what scientists call the wave function. Every timeline, every version of you, every outcome you could ever imagine, they're all already vibrating in the quantum. So if everything already exists, why aren't you experiencing what you want? Because you haven't collapsed that wave into your reality yet. And collapse doesn't happen through wanting. It happens through matching. Now we get to the part that changes everything. In quantum physics, there's something called the observer effect, and it's one of the most profound discoveries in the history of science. Here's what scientists found in the famous double-slit experiment. When they fired photons through two slits without observing them, the photons behaved like waves, creating an interference pattern on the wall behind them, as if each photon was passing through both slits simultaneously. But here's where it gets mind-bending. When they placed a detector to observe which slit the photon went through, everything changed. The photons stopped acting like waves and started behaving like particles. The interference pattern vanished. The only thing that changed was the presence of an observer. Let that land. Conscious observation changes the outcome of reality. The act of observation collapses infinite possibilities into a single, tangible outcome. Now here's what this means for you. You are not just observing reality with your eyes, you're observing it with your beliefs, your emotions, your expectations. Your entire system is constantly collapsing waves of possibility into the particles of your experience. And this is crucial, the observer isn't just your conscious mind. The observer is also your subconscious. This is why people who know manifestation intellectually still can't make it work. They're consciously wanting abundance, consciously visualizing success, consciously affirming their worthiness, but their subconscious, which runs about 95% of their behavior, is still wired for survival, scarcity, fear, and doubt. And the quantum field. It picks up on the dominant signal, not the loudest one. This explains the trap that keeps millions of people spinning in the old timeline. Most people think manifestation is about desire, wanting something so badly that the universe has no choice but to deliver it. They make vision boards, they recite affirmations, they visualize every day, and then they wait. But here's the truth no one tells you. Desire alone does nothing in the quantum. The field doesn't respond to how badly you want change. It responds to how aligned you are with the frequency of that change. This means that right now, even if you're saying all the right words, doing all the visualizations, posting all the manifestation quotes on Instagram, you might still be signaling the old timeline. Why? Because underneath the surface, your body is wired for the familiar. Your nervous system is addicted to old emotional loops. Your subconscious is broadcasting patterns of fear, doubt, and scarcity, even while your conscious mind is shouting, I want abundance, I want love, I want success. This is why you can say, I am wealthy 1,000 times, but if your body contracts with anxiety every time you pay a bill, the field picks up the contraction, not the affirmation. This is why you can visualize love all day long. But if your heart is armored and closed from past wounds, the field registers isolation, not connection. This is why you can affirm perfect health, but if your body carries the chemical signature of stress and fear, the field mirrors that chaos back to you. The quantum field doesn't respond to your words. It doesn't respond to your vision boards. It doesn't respond to your Pinterest perfect affirmations. It responds to the signal of your being. The vibrational signature you carry into every room, every thought, every interaction. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. So what actually shifts timelines? Coherence. Here's what that means in practical terms. The quantum field isn't responding to your thoughts alone, or your emotions alone, or your actions alone. It's responding to how these three align into a coherent signal that the field can read without distortion. Think of the quantum field like a cosmic translator. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned, when you're thinking abundance and feeling abundance and acting from abundance, the message is clear, the vibration is steady, and the field responds almost instantaneously. But when you're thinking one thing, feeling another, and doing something completely disconnected, the message gets scrambled. The field mirrors back not clarity, but chaos. Here's something even deeper. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that's 5,000 times more powerful than your brain. This heart field radiates outward and interacts with the larger quantum field around you. When your heart and brain are in coherence, you're sending out a powerful unified signal. When they're out of sync, the signal becomes weak and fragmented. This is why trying to manifest from your mind alone so often fails. Your body has to know. Your emotions have to know. Your breath, your posture, your habits, your identity, they all need to signal, I am now the version of me who belongs in this timeline. Where are you still vibrating in fear while declaring faith? Where are you still bracing for rejection while seeking love? Where are you still expecting scarcity while affirming abundance? These subtle contradictions are exactly what keeps timelines from shifting. Now let's talk about the real reason people don't shift, and it has nothing to do with effort. It's not because they're lazy, it's not because they don't want change badly enough. It's because they're still entangled with the version of themselves that's wired to survive the old timeline. And that version, while outdated, is familiar, and the subconscious mind loves the familiar more than it loves progress. Here's how the loop works. The old timeline doesn't need your permission to keep playing, it just needs your participation. Every time you react the same way, tell the same story, expect the same outcome, the signal gets reinforced. It's like a well-worn neural pathway in the brain. The more you walk it, the deeper it gets, and soon that path becomes automatic. You're not choosing your timeline anymore. Your timeline is choosing you. This is why you can change your job, your partner, your city, and still find yourself in the same emotional patterns. Because nothing external has the power to override an internal frequency that hasn't been changed. The resistance shows up in sneaky ways. It looks like overthinking, procrastination, emotional numbness, hyperproductivity, fear disguised as logic, the voice that says, "Be realistic." But all resistance boils down to one thing. Your system believes it's safer to stay where you are, even if you hate it, than to leap into the unknown. And that belief lives in the body. Stored trauma, emotional suppression, inherited fears, they're all coded into your nervous system. That's why you can know something intellectually but still not be able to live it. That's why affirmations fall flat. That's why you keep falling back into the same old cycles. When your nervous system is dysregulated, it sends a signal of threat to the field, even when your mouth is saying, "I'm ready." That energetic contradiction keeps collapsing the same limited outcomes over and over. This isn't personal, this is physics. So how do we actually shift? Stop waiting for evidence before you change. The timeline shifts when you shift, not after. This is called embodiment, and it's not a buzzword. It's the missing link that separates people who consume manifestation content from people who actually transform their lives. Embodiment is the practice of inhabiting the frequency you want before the external world gives you permission. Let me make this concrete. If you're shifting toward an abundance timeline, breathe deeply when scarcity thoughts arise, instead of spiraling into panic. Express gratitude for small resources. Amplify the signal of, "I have enough." Spend money with presence and trust rather than guilt and fear. Show up to opportunities with openness instead of bracing for disappointment. If you're shifting toward a love timeline, soften your body when you want to armor up. Reach out with kindness instead of withdrawing in self-protection. Practice vulnerability, even when old wounds tell you to hide. Keep your heart open when every instinct says to close it. If you're shifting toward a health timeline, treat your body as though it's already healing, already regenerating. Feed it with respect, not punishment. Move it with gratitude, not obligation. Rest it with love, not guilt. See the pattern? You don't wait for the timeline to shift to start living differently. You start living differently, and the timeline shifts. This is why so many manifestation efforts fail. They're conditional. I'll feel grateful when I get the job. I'll relax when I find the relationship. I'll feel abundant when the money arrives. But the quantum field doesn't work that way. It's not testing you. It's not punishing you. It's reflecting you. And reflection happens instantaneously, not after a delay. Here's the final piece most people never hear. The quantum field doesn't care if you visit the new timeline once. It reshapes around you when you live there. Most people approach this like a single event. They visualize, they affirm, they feel good for a moment. And then, when results don't show up immediately, they collapse back into the old frequency. Sustainability is the master key. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to feel good all the time. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending you're high vibe when you're not. This means developing the emotional and energetic capacity to return again and again to alignment. You will wobble, you'll fall back into old loops, you'll catch yourself thinking, feeling, or acting from the old timeline. This doesn't mean you failed, it means you're human. The power isn't in never slipping, the power is in how quickly you come back. Every time you notice yourself slipping into the old frequency and gently guide yourself back, you strengthen the new timeline. Every time you pause, breathe, and choose coherence over chaos, you reinforce the shift. Every time you act as though the new reality is already true, even when the external world hasn't caught up yet, you collapse the wave. Here's the paradox no one talks about. The timeline doesn't shift when you get tired of waiting. The timeline shifts when waiting is no longer part of your frequency. The version of you who has what you desire isn't in the future. They're vibrating right now on a frequency you can access today. The question is, will you tune to it? This isn't motivation. This isn't positive thinking. This is the mechanics of how reality actually works. You are not a person navigating a life. You are a frequency generator embedded in a responsive field. And you've been broadcasting the same old pattern for so long, you've mistaken it for who you are. But you're not that pattern. You never were. In the next 24 hours, surprise yourself. Do one thing, just one, that belongs to the version of you living in your desired timeline. It doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be real. Because when you do, you're no longer waiting for change. You're being it.